So today I met with a new colleague who had recently interviewed at our organization, and during his interview process, both verbally and in writing, he mentioned several times his faith and praying and all these things that piqued my curiosity as a person of faith. So today I got to meet him in person. We had some time to connect on a personal level, talking about our backgrounds and our families and things like that. And I took the opportunity to ask him about his faith. And I mentioned, since he had brought it up several times, I was curious about it, and could he tell me about his faith? His response was, well, I really don't have it. And it puzzled me, so I just let that sit there in silence, and he went on to explain that some point early on he had faith and he had gone to church, but now they don't go to church and they don't really do anything, and so faith wasn't really something that was important in his life. And I was kind of actually shook by this because he had brought it up so many times before. I was kind of surprised. And as I've reflected on it a couple different ways today, I came to think about two things. One, if you're going to say you're a person of faith, you need to live it out. It actually tells us in Philemon chapter 1, verse 6, that the communication, Paul's praying that the communication of your faith may become effectual by acknowledging every good thing which is in you in Christ Jesus. It's not enough to just say you have faith. It must come to fruition. It must be put into action. But furthermore, I thought about it from my own perspective of me having a conversation with a person. It would be easy to say, oh, you're a person of faith. Great, you know faith, and leave it alone and not dig in a little bit. But we are not called to just let people make declarations and not follow up on those. We are called as Christians to make sure that people know the good news of Jesus Christ. And by having this conversation in a very unthreatening way, I was able to determine that my new colleague probably has some room for growth in matters of faith. And there's an opportunity to share about my faith with him. I actually did briefly share about my faith since the door was open. Let's not miss opportunities by just allowing people to stop the conversation. Let's dig in and probe a little bit more and seek to understand where people are and how God would like to work in them. Something to contemplate today. Blessings on you.